Don't let your kids watch it. Before you know it, they're going to be eating sports candy and moving and running and jumping and dancing and being healthy.
Hiya folks, Kiyo here. Today, we're diving into LazyTown. Now, what was LazyTown? LazyTown was a kids show created by Magnus Stebbi, an acrobatic champion from Iceland, who plays the character of Sportacus, who is a superhero. It's a live-action puppetry mashup that ran on Nickelodeon from 2004 to 2014, almost 10 years. All about healthy living, basically exercise, eating healthy, and all that stuff. The basic idea is that Sportacus and Stephanie, another character, motivate the town's kids to exercise, while our antagonist, Robbie Rotten, who's the laziest man alive, plots schemes to make everyone lazy. One of Robbie's most greatest episodes is Robbie's Dream Team. It's the episode where Robbie decides to hire his own villain team. Why? Because Sportacus always ruins his evil plans. So, Robbie turns to an agency and comes back with 3 clones of himself, known as Bobby, Hobby, and Fobby Rotten. Of course, these clones don't know anything about being villains, so what does Robbie do? He decides to create a song, known as We Are Number One. The song talks about how to be a villain, with the characters doing a montage and eventually trapping Sportacus in a cage. And so, that's the song. But now, let's talk about the episode. The episode starts off with Sportacus foiling another one of Robbie's plans. So Robbie then gets the clones, hence that we already talked about. So what happens is that the episode has a side plot where the characters are looking for apples, and so Sportacus is helping, and so Robbie sees this, decides to disguise himself as an old woman, and gives an apple to Sportacus that is entirely made of sugar. And so what happens is that Sportacus is then found and given a real apple, which restores his powers back. And so what happens is that Sportacus decides to team up with the clones, or not really team up, but the clones decide to go with Sportacus, and they decide to stop being villains, which makes Robbie really mad, and he makes a cannon and tries to shoot Sportacus out of LazyTown for good. But what happens is that Robbie accidentally stands in front of the cannon, and then the cannon explodes, sending him on the way to the other side of LazyTown, where Sportacus catches him, and the clones also do. Which is kind of crazy how Robbie is supposed to be, the villain, but he's sometimes still a good guy. He's not really a villain, he's kind of just like an anti-hero. And so then they find the apples, and so the dilemma is finished. Then at the end of the episode, the clones now work with Sportacus, and Robbie Rotten gets launched into space accidentally by his own cannon. And so the episode, now we're going to talk about the song. So the song went viral in 2016 by internet memes. Basically, people would take the song, edit it into whatever thing they wanted, and that's basically what they did, which is kind of great, because in 2016, the actor for Robbie Rotten, Stefan Carlson, was diagnosed with cancer. And so, all the memes funded his money for his treatment. But unfortunately, in 2018, the actor for Robbie Rotten, Stefan Carlson, would unfortunately pass away from cancer. And in 2016, again, there was a live stream performing the song We're Number One with the other actors on Facebook as a big thank you to the fans. And now, even though people may have not seen LazyTown, a lot of people know the song, which basically cemented itself into internet status. And anyways, that's all for this episode of Kiyo Reviews. Kiyo out.
healthy.